Hello, this is Enterprise Television News Headlines. I am Kemi Omoshibi. The World Bank and Central Bank of Nigeria have initiated collaborations in an effort to review the existing land use act. The move, which is aimed at enhancing housing delivery in the country, is coming on the heels of an affirmation that Nigeria has about 16 million housing deficit, which needs to be closed. The World Bank has already extended a $3 million lifeline credit to the country for the Nigerian Housing Finance Programme, meant to boost mortgage finance and refinancing. However, the credit line announced by CBN on Tuesday will provide a guarantee to allay the fears of mortgage institutions about non-repayment by the beneficiaries. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has ordered for modern scanners to boost security at airports in the country. The General Manager of Customs Services of FAN, Mrs. Ebelo Okoye, said the move is aimed at reducing interface between passengers and officials of agency at the airport in order to curb corruption practices and also improve service delivery at the airport. She disclosed this at the second quarter stakeholders forum held at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos on Tuesday. According to her, the forum was one of the obligations of FAN as outlined in the Review FAN Service Charter, and it was aimed at improving relationship between FAN and the stakeholders. Rand retreated on Wednesday after the United States threatened to impose tariffs of about 200 billion worth of Chinese imports. Just this morning, the Rand was 0.58% weaker at 12.40 per dollar compared with the close of 13.33 overnight in New York. The surprise move by the United States reignited fears of a trade war between the world's two biggest economies that risks derailing a global economic recovery. Emerging currencies suffered across the board, with investors opting for safer bets after the first half of the week and seeing sentiment slightly favor riskier assets. As a result, the dollar rose 0.1% in early trade against a basket of currencies. However, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange Top 40 Index opened down 1.35% at 51,094 points. Barclays Africa changed its name back to ABSA on Wednesday in a rebranding aimed at underlining its South African root as Britain's Barclays gradually retreats from Africa. The name change comes almost a year after Barclays sold most of its controlling stake in ABSA, South Africa's third largest lender, ending more than a century of the British bank's involvement in Africa to focus on its own market and the United States. Alongside the rebranding, ABSA CEO Ramos has drawn up an ambitious growth strategy to regain market share in retail banking at home and double the sales contribution from 10 operations elsewhere in Africa. ABSA, which vies with Standard Bank, Nedbank and First Rand, will rebrand its operation elsewhere in Africa over the next 12 to 18 months. On the foreign scene, China said it is shocked after the U.S. announced plans for fresh tariffs, escalating a trade war between the two countries. The U.S. listed $200 billion worth of additional products it intends to place tariffs on as soon as September. The move comes just days after the two countries imposed tariffs of $34 billion on each other's goods. Beijing described Washington's latest threat as totally unacceptable, saying it would harm the world. However, the public will have until the end of August to comment on the list before the new tariffs to be imposed at 10% come into effect. Moving down to sports, Real Madrid forward Cristiano Ronaldo has joined Juventus, becoming one of the 4 most expensive players of all time. A deal worth €112 million has been reached between the two clubs, and that was seen in the Portuguese sign a 4-year deal with the Italian champions. Ronaldo won 4 Champions League titles in his 9 years at Real. He said the time has come for him to open a new stage in his life, which led to him asking the club to accept his transfer. However, Juventus are set to play Real Madrid in the preseason International Champions Cup tournament in the United States, with the match taking place at FedEx Field in Washington on Saturday, 4th of August. And that's it on Enterprise Television News Headlines for today. For more news, updates, special reports, and our shows, visit our website www.enterprisetv.tv. Our social media platform are always there for your all-round information in the world of business. I am Kemi Omoshibi. Many thanks for watching.